Hello, all you tiger hunters out on the hunt for the sleeping tiger. This is Baxter himself, Baxter's Blades. I have a couple of things here. So let me start this off. I'm not going to show a bunch of Barlows, but I recently got a Frost Cutlery. It's the Acurate River Barlow and Oxhorn. And the walk and talk and fit and finish, or the walk and talk was so good. The fit and finish was alright. I mean, it's a Frost that it kind of blew me away. So I ordered a few more Barlows that I'll show another day. Well, this is a series called Silverhorse Stonework, and it's made by Frost Cutlery. And I saw these, and they said, like, jigged stag bone. And I'm thinking, yeah, right, it's plastic. But no, they're real jigged stag bone. They have titanium coating on them. It's like a black titanium coating. You can see that the blade grind is a little wonky. So this is a little bit more pricier than I spend for trappers besides case. This was $22.99 at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. But look at, they have file work on the back of the blade and this file work on the back spring. Look at the bone. It's real bone. I'm looking at it, it's real bone. They have the stamp here, the Silverhorse Stoneworks stamp on the front. This is just the normal trapper, a stainless blade, titanium coating. Good walk and talk. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Besides the blade grind being a little wonky, I mean, this is about a $20 knife, maybe a little bit more. You can see how it gets a little thin there. I'm a big trapper fan. I like black blades. I've even patinaed them or blued them to get them that color, but this comes like it. One thing I did find interesting was instead of an all-pinned cover, there's like T6s here, which kind of baffles me because I'm not going to take them off. Maybe they did this, I'm not sure, because if you take those out, you still have this back spring pin. So I have no idea why they did that. Aesthetically, I don't think it looks as good as nickel silver pins. But the quality of bone on this and the crazy file back work, which almost looks completely kind of random. If you really look at it, there's really no pattern. Maybe they do it to hide any back spring gap, but I see no gap here. It's kind of hard to see the blades. Mostly centered, not really centered. This one's off to the pile side. This one's off to the show side a bit. I got this because I saw this little peanut. And this is actually my first peanut. It's really small, way smaller than I thought. I mean, they give the dimensions. Listen to the walk and talk on that. There's been a few peanuts out on the, traveling around the states, and I didn't have one. But again, it's got that really awesome jigged stag. It's kind of thick, which is nice. A little bit more grip in the hand. And the really cool file work. This looks a little bit less random than the trapper. Look at it. It's a 3-finger knife. I'm not sure what I'll use this for. Opening letters. Again, blade grind. Kind of wonky. A little heavy there, thin here, heavy toward the tip. Other side, completely different. So this one, Peanut was $16.99, which is funny how it's about the same price as those awesome Arctic Fox Rough Riders. And the quality is not quite as good. But granted, you can't see any gaps in the back springs if they file it like that, right? Same titanium coated blade with some filing here, which I like it. It's really nice. And T6s. I do not know why. But was never a huge Frost fan. I think I saw a few bad ones. But Frost Cutlery, they have plenty of different lines. And very impressive. I'm going to do one more. This is an actual Silverhorse Stoneworks. It's an older one. I've always wanted a copper lock. And Case is selling, they sell mostly mini copper locks, and those are really small. This is like patterned after the full-size copper lock. It's got the lock back here. It's got this really awesome artwork. This is black bone. I thought it was wood, but it says bone. These are false turquoise or false stone inlays here. And I thought maybe they just like, this is nickel silver bolsters, but they got them painted all up. This boy, which one was this? The Colorado Midlock. I don't have the box. It's FSSHS151B1RB. Oh, that's the item number. $14.99. $15. So like I said, I wanted to try the pattern of the copper lock by Case, but every one they sell is the mini, and they're a lot smaller than this. This is perfect for my hand. I really wish Case would do the large. You can find used ones out on the market, but they only sell the minis, and they're outrageous. So for $15, I had to get this. Now I have a Navajo friend who lives down in the res, down there in Arizona, and I don't know, I saw this and I thought it was really cool. So another Frost, I was going to do a whole separate video on this. But yeah, you can see it has the Silverhorse stamp on the tang here. So when I got it, I opened it up and this part of the bone fell off. And I'm like, oh man, I'm not going to return it. I busted out the Gorilla Super Glue and just put it back on. It's good to go. So I'll keep an eye on these other ones if they loosen up at all. So thank you for watching. I think they have a few other patterns in this series. I really want to get this in here. I don't mind that the stone in the center is fake. I prefer it to be real, but it's a price point thing. But you can see how the feathers go from the front bolsters onto the bone, and they just cover that whole transition. So like when this cover fell off, you can see the tip of the feathers there, so they line up perfect. So I don't see any pins. I'm sure the locking pin is underneath this cover. So this is just a quick overview of the Silverhorse Stoneworks by Frost Cutlery. I am pleasantly surprised. Granted, the money's a little bit, it's the upper Rough Rider category, and the quality not quite there with the grind. but still really nice knives. Have a good night.